Hello there! Welcome to another video here on the channel. Today I've got a 5v3 game, something I've not played in a very long time. In terms of the three, it's going to be myself here in the orange Wookiees, we've got Raphael here in the grey playing the Confederacy, and then RVA here on the terrible Civ that is the First Order in the blue. And then for the 5, we've got Lucky Ashman here, he's actually going to be the designated pocket of the team. And then there's going to be basically, two wings, I guess. Probably be how you might play it, just to overwhelm everyone. So one of those being Frost here in the Galactic Empire, and the green, we got Russian Blunt here in the teal Geonosians. We've got the purple Granuli here as Zan Consortium. And we've got the red Trade Federation here, played by Kissim. And the map's orchards, so the orchards being, you get all these berries on the map. Expanding fronts, they added 2 other berry bushes. So the Pali ones have got 25 less food per bunch, and the Jogan ones have got 25 more food per bunch. And it's a pretty fun map because you can kind of get like a food processor down there. You got this little bit of food, diverse food. There's a few flumps that can be lured here and some nerfs. Did kind of want the devs to maybe just remove all the other food and just make it berries only, maybe. It might make it a little bit more interesting, slow things down, and, you know, make people value the berry. What is going on here? They're all spawned right up against the edge of the map. That's kind of difficult to consume. I don't think I've seen that one before. Pretty cool, though. And yeah, there's nerfs, so Mounty Tech's open, which can be kind of scary when you're the team of the 3, because then if you think about all the people that could just come and Mounty you if you tried to go T3, so I think we kind of really decided that we were going to Mounty them first, you know, try and take the initiative away. So definitely going for that. You can see I've only got a couple of workers on food, and then the nerfs to sustain everything else. As we get onto the carbon and just try and build that up as quick as possible. I don't know what this lad's up to. He's waiting his turn. So I want to get that troop centre and power core out as fast as possible and start rallying Mounties across to our opponents here. And I think even Raphael, our pocket's going to do the same thing here, just so we can cause as much chaos and slow the game down a bit, so that we can get ourselves more established and have more versatility options to deal with, you know, everything that might be thrown our way. RVA, however, got a lot on food, so he's maybe not doing Mounties. I'm not too sure really what happened on his side of the map, because as far as I'm concerned, like this is my side of the map. Like these 3 people here. This is all alien to me over here. Don't want anything to do with it. And then Raphael can sort of dance between both sides and do the pocket thing. The troop centre are almost done here. Raphael's is done as well. Power cores are started for both of us. Just about to build it. RVA here though, not too much. And looking at the other wings, really got a lot on food. Maybe just playing a standard game. He doesn't have a lot on carbon though. Russian Blunt here getting stuck into the berries. As is the Ashman. And Frost here as well. And the berries are where we're going to go next. Once we get that military infrastructure up, you can see the mounted troopers rallying out. And then we're going to get this nice food processor here. We've got these cadus. Cadus and berries, that's what's for dinner. And we've got the scout being a bit of a hassle, trying to slow down the power core here as the mountie makes its way over. As we try to muck Kissim up as much as possible here, just to make things safer for ourselves. So the mountie comes in and starts harassing the workers. No basic training actually. It does have a trooper recruit out though. We're going to try and kill it off, but the second one comes out very quickly as well. Trade Federation. You can repair them as well, which he does do. Really smart. So, we're going to lose our first 2 mounties here. So I think, well, I'm not going to funnel into that anymore, so we'll go to the next person. You know, double it and give it to the next person, you know. That's what the kids say in their Zoomer influencer things. So we head off to the food processor. Be super annoying. And because he's built trooper recruits, if he wants to come and help Frost, it's going to take a while to walk over because of the mobility issues. So in we go, start harassing the workers. And we'll have a quick look at the other side. The first order, that's the problem. Flame troopers are absolutely shocking. Got less health, it's slower. Nearly going to lose this worker almost. No. Where all Raph's bounties are. Hard to see with the grey. I'm trying to help RVA here, but the Flame Trooper's not doing too good against the Mounties. They're outnumbered. Well, 2 + 1 to 1. They're going to have a bad time there. First Order not so good in this moment. Frost here having a bit of problems here. He's going to have to make a troop centre and a power core, it seems. Could have been a bit of help from Kissem though, if he just wandered over. He would get there eventually, and he could maybe have bailed out Frost here, bought him some time, because this is almost turning into a disaster for him. A lot of workers going down and getting low. The Flump's just rotting away in the meantime, as is the Cadu. And you see the Mounties from Raph here are hitting Russian Blunt now, hitting off in the food processors. So it kind of works out quite well for us with people having overextended workers on the berries, if they've not really done the Mountie thing themselves to protect themselves. So you can see we're actually getting a lot of initiative here in this game. And slows Frost down quite successfully here, having to make a troop centre and a power core, and then we kind of just go to the next person. You know, you force the big response and overreaction because the units are not that mobile. You just wander off. Just tell them to have a good day and move on. As we go off to Lucky Ashman now, the pocket. And Raphael's going to do the same, so we're going to link up here in Ashman's base. And in the meantime, we're just trying to wall. You can see that Kissam's actually made it to T2 and he's trying to counter-attack, but kind of got a bit of a wall going here. It's not fully closed. And we start hitting Ashman's workers here on the berries. Doesn't have the power core yet. Kind of thought this was a power core at the time. Try to kill it. There's a turret. I see Kissam trying to get in here. And some Mounties here from Granuli harassing RVA. Here's his troopers here. And these troopers are actually going to walk into Raphael's base. They're going to catch him by surprise here, I think. They kind of skipped me because of the walls a bit. I have to delete that house and run out that way. It does sneak quite a few past. A couple of workers going down though. I think Kissam could have microed a little bit better and just stayed close to them. Hugging them tightly, you could have gotten like 3 or 4 more workers, I think. And it's going to be a big pain in the rear here for Raphael. He has to move his workers away. Wait for that attack level 3. See, we're on the way here. It's just about the same. So he just has to wait to get the strike back out, clear those troopers out of the base. Granuli in a pretty bad way here though, with a follow up here from RBA with the troopers. Okay, Ashman still losing quite a lot of workers here at the berries. It's all looking quite grim. We got some troopers from Frost showing up in our base here. Kind of annoying. And some troopers from Kissam now as well. They're not quite T3. Soon. I don't actually have any turrets. Deleted these farms to wall. Because I just needed to stall a little bit of time. I didn't want them coming in and killing loads of workers though. You can see we're stalling out with the walls here. Buying time for the strike mate to get out and deal with this. And the strike mech comes out and more troopers arrive as well. It's like Granuli losing his farms here to some of the First Order troopers. Might get onto the Nova as well. And we're just going to push these troopers out the base here with the strike mech. Raphael's still getting a little bit bullied, but he does have an air base now. So we'll be going into the air here. I decided to just go strikes. Being on the wing, and I like playing strikes. Strikes are fun. And strike mech from Russian Blunt going to show up here and rescue Granuli. He's going to lose 1 or 2 workers here. That's Frost taking tech level 3 now. So TL3 check. It's just RV8, Kissem, and Granuli in T2 now. And RV8 in the T3 now. A little bit quiet just now. Still troopers in Raphael's base from Kissem. He's been on a lot of pressure. He's definitely been the most impressive from that team so far. Did quite well to hold the rush, and then he's done quite a bit of economic damage and disruption. So he's even sneaking in here, killing a few more workers. And most importantly, stomping Raphael's air from being out on the map here. What are these two mounties up to? I don't know anything about this. Chasing one of Ashman's strikes across into 2 turrets. Quite a distance they've travelled too. There it is. So we get some strikes over at Kissem here. He is T3 though, he's going to get the mech destroyer. He's got some grenadiers as well. Don't want to take any shots from those. Yeah, I thought we'd kill one of them, but I lost a lot of health to do that. But it's kind of just like before, force a big response and then we move on to the next player. Being greedy here. Oof. Definitely need to leave. Maybe I'll go home and repair actually. I kind of got the MDs being built here. I got Frost showing up with some strike mechs. The other side of things, got RVA on the air as usual, flying about, killing workers. Raphael doing the same here, having a bit of a trade here. Russian Blunt, there's a lot more for Russian here though. So those fighters are not going to survive too long. And poor Granuli suffering once again. But Ashman is here with some fighters and going to clean up one of them. He maybe microed a little bit better, he could have maybe chased down the second one. And a bit of a push here from Kissem, but it's not going to work out because we've actually made quite a lot of military here. Got a few mechs, we're getting the upgrades, and then we're going to push with these. It's quite smart, put a wall down here though, that's good. That's going to delay our approach. And here too. Quite an easy wall really, with the way that those tree clusters have spawned. Bit like ours as well. Didn't take too much to get that sort of walled out. Very generous tree clusters. And Russians Air Force linking up here with Ashman here in Granuli's base. Does feel like they're maybe being a bit defensive though. He's going to pop out here. A lot of air for RV though. It's going to collide with this. And oh dear, not on patrol, I don't think. So very, very good trade there for RV8. It seems like he was on patrol, Russian wasn't. And then Granuli is going to feel the brunt of that as his workers get killed at the Nova once again. So some anti-air troopers going to show up, but they can't truly deal with the problem. And we started pushing in here now into Kissem's base. And he's just got the one mech factory here, and not a lot of mechs, so it's going to be hard to catch up to this count quickly enough. Well, quickly. Or quick enough. Not too sure what I wanted to say there. One of the two. Again, we're going to sit here and just cause a lot of problems. Start killing workers, making workers garrison, and really just keep Kisem down here while we get further ahead at home. Which at least we're trying to do, but Frost here, very good air attack. I'm going to catch all these workers, and I think I'm going to lose about 10 workers here. Because these guys, you know, with the way that these berries have spawned, they're right up against the edge. Kind of elongated. I think it does come in and kill these workers here as well. As we're trying to deal with these grenadiers. Trying to micro these. I think Frost's going to sit and kill all of these workers. Which is actually not that bad of a thing, I think. When you're a 5 and you're against the 3, like throwing units away to actually kill worker count, you're kind of getting at your team ahead in a sense. Be a bit different if it was even numbers of players, you know, because then you might not be able to weather the storm of the counter attack. But in here, when there's more of you, it's kind of worth, I think. So me losing 10 workers there, I'm going to be a lot further behind than I should be. Again, trying to get me with these grenadiers, but I do pay pretty good attention to my units. And we're just trying to get as much value as possible out of these mechs that we've built. The other side of things, it seems like it's just a lot of like air aggression. And, you know, quite a defensive approach here from Ashman, Blunt, and Granuli. I'm killing a lot of workers here. Quick look at the old kills and stuff. So we've got 63 kills here, aren't we? 46. Well, 35, so it's a lot of kills between us. That's almost like 150 or so. Compared to about 50 kills. It's a lot of damage that's been done. Just through the Mounties and then the harassment units in T3. You can see Mech Destroyer trying to kill off the strikes and the MDs. Might clean it up quite quickly. There's a lot of damage been done to Kisem here. Some bombers here from Frost. But we're going to leave now because the units are very weak, and we can maybe just repair them, you know, and try and keep this core alive. We could maybe do it again. Raf and Harvey getting a bit of a boom on. A lot of command centers for them. I've just got about the 3 here. I just focused on being very aggressive. I think next probably going to go into Frost space. And just sort of do the same thing, force a big response, kill off workers, and be annoying. Raphael may be catching some of the bombers there. And I don't think this is kind of the point in the game I don't think that the 5 want to be in. Because I think our economies are going to race ahead quite a little bit, and then there's going to be forwards thrown down and then units come out. And they might not be in a good enough economic spot to defend it, even with the higher numbers. Big raid here from Granuli, but he's kind of trading into 2 command centers, the fighters and the MD here. And they can repair the Mech Destroyer as well. The units kind of just getting thrown away here, and it's a lot of strikes, especially for how poor I think he is from all the abuse that he's suffered here on the wing. And we're going to be sending the gang here. Got the anti-air mobile as well, just in case some bombers come our way. Ashman losing some air there. Everyone trying to make as good use of the berries as they can. Kind of giving up on the berries a bit though, because of the way they spawned. Got a little sentry post for some vision here, help out the team. And we run in here and we're just going to try and trade it as we can. It's got very similar upgrades here, but we've got a lot more mech stars. So we can try and just one-tap these. And then it should snowball out of control here. Decide more air raids here from RV8. Trying to find some angles and cull some more workers. Frost air all the way over here actually. So that's a little bit out of position. And the anti-air mobiles really helping with these bombers. RV started his sentry post march around the map. And try to rely on these bombers again, but the AA mobiles just kill them very quickly. It's a huge amount of disruption these mech destroyer pushes are doing. I've even got research tracking as well at this point, so nothing can get away from me. I think our context, I think at this point we'll just have a look and see where like things will lie in the economies. So RAF and RV8 both gone for the air approach, booming behind it. They got like 100 workers. There's Blunt, Frost, Ashman, Kassem, Granuli, they're all very kind of low. Most below my 72. And I sort of lost 10 workers as well, quite hard. RAF's got the holocrons. So I think they're just very quickly going to get outscaled here. Because they kind of lost control of the game. I'm almost killing like equal value of my army than these mech destroyers that come out like one at a time. And then I get to keep them alive as well here, stopping workers, gathering resources. Rushing a lot of geo fighters here. Kill him off a Tuskcat. I think he's maybe catching RVA's worker. I'm trying to build a sentry post now. Shut that down. You can't out repair that, no way. Too many. While that's going on, we're kind of getting into the centre, right? So we've got this big distraction here, getting some fortresses down, getting the Magna Guards out here from Raphael. Russian trying to get some of the map up here with Fortress. RVA starting to push it on his wing here. The forward anti-air battery, that's cool. Trying to get the fortress on the hill. Get those elevation buffs. See, it's been quite a while though, and we're still in Frost space. Because I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things. He's got quite a few mech destroyers and stuff, but see, Frost maybe thought he had a good amount here, but now the Magna Guards are coming in. And they're kind of difficult to deal with in T3, I think. Need like a lot of flat damage, just kind of like dealing with Jedi, I think. Very similar unit, I think. Some decent damage, that powerful. And that's going to keep the pressure up, and we're now sort of switching to get the fortress down. Russian going in here, trying to kill off a lot of workers. Army doesn't really have any anti-air. Does have a battery here and there, but a couple of his command centers are undefended here. Gonna lose a lot of workers here. He's hoping for Raf to come and save him with some fighters, but not going to be the case. As he's sort of transitioning now into something else, because, you know, Confederacy not the best for you. I do believe we have Ashman now, T4, in Naboo. They're rallying the units to try and save Frost here, because there's so many Magna Guards in the base right now. And our forces are building up here. We're getting the heavy weapons factories and going to try and go for what the Wookiees are good at. Go for the artillery. These fighters are still running around RV's base. Crazy how accurate these things are though, look at them. Bit too strong. Almost flying in a perfect path from battery to battery to battery to battery and loses them all. Oh dear. That's just unlucky. The Magna Guards now, T4 turned into the elite Magna Guards. Look at these badass looking cloaks. Look at them go. And hard for you to deal with in your air. The air just doesn't do enough damage to them. They do not bad damage to the workers. Maybe like 3 or 4 hits or something. Yeah, it's about 3 hits. Pretty effective harassment unit, especially early T3, early T4. We got Kisem contained here, just getting everything set up. Gonna build a couple of fortresses. Might make some berserkers. And that fortress did get set up here on the hill. Really just RB what the ore, as is tradition. These workers are just waiting to mine it all. Needs more batteries. I'm gonna build the mag factory first. But this is really what he's after, the ore. And these Magna Guards are still struggling to go down here. A lot of dead workers, a lot of disruption, a lot of garrisoning, and the air as well is not out in the map being annoying. I've had enough time to get myself off the T4 here. Get my advanced turrets. And we got some artillery out here. Building up some berserkers. I thought they'd do quite well in like the absence of you know, like strike mechs and stuff. Because Kasem's kinda just everything that I've done in T3 is sort of forced more like anti-mech stuff, so which usually berserkers would be quite good against as a little bit of a surprise tech switch. They can run in there as well and get power cores when people are just trying to get their military infrastructure going. The ore. What those idols are up to. And the cannons are out here. Really did quite a good job though, considering the beating that he's taken all game. He's still got units out here and he's trying to hold RVA back. But the Magna Guards are running around killing power cores and stuff, being super annoying. And we've got the artillery out now. Very soon we'll probably have the double range as well. And it's going to be hard to deal with just mech destroyers. I mean, they just get tickled by the fighters. Not sure how Geo Warriors do against them. Maybe they're quite good, not sure. Not something I've had the opportunity to experience. I think Russian could have had like a really scary game if he went for Geos. Like in T3. Because they kill workers so much. So quickly. You get a few good Geo moments and you could really ruin the team of 3, I think. Let your teammates focus on the fighters. See, the MD's not going to do too well against this. Again, the Magna Guards are just running around killing power cores. Because the right units are just not out. You need things like, you know, like troopers with good DPS or strike mechs or something like that. Things with like a good rapid rate of fire and flat damage. The fighters are just tickling them. And there we go. Berserkers kill power cores faster than anything, I think. And the GGs are going to start flying around now. Ganuli's base is breached. He's out. Blunt's out here. And Frost's out now as well. And that's kind of going to be the end of it. That was a pretty good game though. I actually had to put a lot of effort in. Think about things tactically. And it just felt a little bit better than a lot of the 4v4s I play lately. Because I kind of feel like people are just waiting for you to win the game for them in the 4v4s. But that was really good, really fun. I think everyone played quite well. Definitely things that could be done to be a bit better and put a lot more pressure on from the team of 5. And I hope some of that's been, you know, pointed out here if they want to watch it and pick up some tips on how to make our lives miserable when we play 3v5 if we ever do it again. But GG well played to everyone involved, and if you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. It helps the the video do well, helps the channel grow, get out to more people, and in doing so, you find in the description is the link to our GBG Discord. Try and get more people funneled in there, come and play games with us on Voobly. Try and grow the community a little bit and just have more multiplayer games and just make it more fun. Because it is a fun game. It's an old gem of a game, I would say. And it's never really had the support or player base numbers I think it deserved. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.